truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings. I want to speak to you concerning the wise and the foolish in this world, because there's only two kinds of people in this world: the wise and the foolish. And we see Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, how he taught Neville Goddard who are the wise and who are the foolish. And so he taught him how to look at the Bible from a psychological standpoint, and how to understand that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. Therefore, he explained for him the parable of the wise and the foolish virgins. And so Abdullah taught Neville that those who are pointing you to look outwardly, and those who believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history, those are the foolish ones who fail to realize that it is their own thoughts that is creating their personality. Those are the ones who fail to realize what it really means when it says that as a man thinketh in his heart, or his subconscious mind, so is he. So foolish people do not know that thoughts become things. So they live their life not being responsible for their thoughts and their action. And so they blame a devil, believing that there is an entity outside of themselves that is creating the circumstances that they are facing in their lives. And they fail to realize that they are the ones who are creating their circumstances. And these are the people who do not like change. And most of the time, they have a religious and superstitious mentality. But we see Abdullah taught Neville never to have a religious or superstitious mentality, but to just look inwardly and realize that the kingdom of God is within, and that the essential character or the main character of the Bible is man's imagination. Therefore, when Neville had a burning desire to travel to Barbados, having no work and having no money, Abdullah taught Neville how to sleep in his mother's home in Barbados in his imagination while he was residing in New York. And when this took place, he saw the fulfillment of Joshua 1 and 3, where he says that anywhere that the sole of your feet shall tread, it will be given unto you. And he realized that wherever he can travel in his imagination, he can actually go there physically. And so he learned that God in man is definitely man's imagination. Therefore, those who are wise would realize that imagination is greater than knowledge. They would realize that imagination is greater than academic education. But for example, in my country, everybody refer to me as crazy. They call me stupid. They call me all these names because I believe in imagination over academic education. And they are the ones who claim to be wise. Yet they keep sending their children to school to receive the same form of academic education over and over and over. And when they finish school, they look for a job. And they become employee and not the employer. And they depend on a hospitality industry. And they call it tourism. And I can go on and on and on. And these are the countries that are referred to as third world countries. And that is why Abdullah had to rebuke the third world mentality from Neville, who grew up in Barbados, which is referred to as a colonial third world country also. And so, my brothers and my sisters, those who are wise, they will always have this first class mentality, because that they will discover that their real identity is their divinity, and they will always look inwardly to discover their real economy instead of looking outwardly for an illusionary economy. And so when Neville went to Abdullah in 1933, it was a time when many people was under the energy of fear and poverty. But here we see Abdullah had a different mentality. So the wise and the foolish is based upon mentality. It is based upon a belief system. And so, my brother, my sister, I want to say to you to check your belief system. And if your belief system have been keeping you poor and keeping you in poverty and doesn't make you feel good about yourself and make you feel good about your sexuality also, if it makes you feel guilt and shame and condemnation and gives you self-hate, and you still hold on to something like that and believe that there's a man who's going to come from the sky someday to deliver you, then you're definitely foolish. So before I come to a close, I want to let you know that your real superpower is your choice. And that power lies within you, and you can use that power to achieve your every desire. Therefore, my encouragement to you is to love yourself and believe in yourself, because you cannot love Jesus and love yourself at the same time. You cannot serve two masters at the same time. I'm saying the master that you should be serving is your mind. Control your mind. You be the master of your mind, and then you will know the true master. Because you will know that everything is mental. You will know that everything has to first be psychological. You will know that everything has to first be a thought. So you will know to be a ruler, to be a leader, to be a president, to be a prime minister, you have to discover self-government. So you have to be the prime minister of your life. You have to be the president of your life. And you have to govern your life, because you understand self-government. But all those who believe that they are wise, yet they are foolish, they love government outside of themselves. And the government that they cling to, that is outside of themselves, is govern their mentality, governing their minds. So the wise ones are those who govern their minds for themselves, because they learn to think for themselves. And those who are the foolish ones are those who set others to rule over them and to control them and to think for them. So my brother, my sisters, it is your time to take back your power by putting what I am saying to work in your life, by practicing meditation, visualization, inner talking, where you speak positive things to yourself, going before the mirror and speaking positive things to yourself, affirming all the most positive things that you can affirm to yourself, because you know how important it is to believe in yourself and to love yourself, because you know that God and man are one, because God and man is definitely man's imagination, and you learn to put value on your imagination. Therefore, you let go all form of idolatry, especially the Jesus and Mary story that has been keeping you in a perpetual state of mental slavery. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying to you, it really makes sense to you, resonate with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you definitely to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, we have a PayPal link down below. Feel free to check it out. Also, if you'd like to be a part of the Patreon, you're most welcome. And I want to let you know that I have a course there that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you aligning with nature. And when you align in nature, you would find your purpose, because the sun is always in purpose and the sun is within you. Therefore, when you discover that light, it will bring healing to you, and you will be able to use your creativity to bless the rest of humanity. So if you feel led to check it out, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.